small step, this falling step. I bring, remember the motion, shoulder, a little bit hip. I bring my fist forward. And now when my fist is landing, I fall into a step. Keep aware of don't stretch your arm out and landing like that. The whole energy will go into your elbow. You back them. Okay? So it must look a little bit small angle when you land the punch because I want to land through him. And my fist should land before I'm falling with my weight in my foot. This is like, keep your hand upright and try to land with the knuckles. And breathe out. Okay? Breathe out. So when I want to punch with the right hand, this is a motion. Remember this with the hips, giving a push with the hip there. So the right hand is here. Just a little bit of a problem because it's here and I have to bring it online. Just you have to drop it a little bit so that I can punch in a straight line. See, you cannot punch like that. You cannot punch like that. You have to bring it in one line. So, when I want to punch, I have to bring it in one line. The second hand should protect me. It's not holding like that. Okay? It should protect. It's boxing. You have two hands. You can use two hands. That's important. So, this will go backwards and protect my area, a bit of stomach here. And now bringing my right arm in front and bringing my hip, turning up my heel, turn it, and doing a small step forward and falling into the blow. Just right arm forward, left and backwards, turning your foot, heel up, and falling into the blow. It sometimes can be used, this motion. This is what I use when I have a longsword. For example, just show you a little bit of connection. This is what my mechanics are using a longsword fighting. This is when I'm standing here, and Ellie okay, this is when I'm doing a longsword like this, attacking with the blow. So I use these body mechanics to bring your hip into it, to make a fast blow, maybe only standing like that. Not only with my arm and with my shoulder, I bring my hip into this motion, so I can use it with a longsword. I can also, yeah, right here you're standing mostly with the right foot in front, but maybe you can use sometimes like this. If you're doing a water, you can maybe use your hips a little bit more. Okay? For this is so the hip, turn it to bring it in front. It's an idea of body mechanics which I'm using. Okay, try to exercise that. Your partner is standing in the position like before. Left target, I'm doing a punch, going in a distance where I need a small step, and bringing your head up. They're both twos are looking in the same line. Don't turn this over. They're looking in the same line. Okay? And falling in the target. Going backward, attitude. Remember British attitude. And falling into fist again. This way, not turning. Now, go backward, attitude. Moving. Moving here, still going the distance. Forward, backward. I have to go in one step and punch it. Now moving, exercising, do a little bit milling. Remember, and the partner is keeping the target, goes with his hands a little bit against the blow, because he's not doing a punch, a little against the blow. He would end something like that, so just overstretch your arm. So push a little bit against the punch. See, okay? Just move, move, punch. Okay, how I can do this roundness. I explained this a little bit this drunken. You bring this arm backwards and doing a wide blow. Okay? But most people have problem with this drunken round blow. I don't know why. But it seems to be complicated. So, exercise before starting around blow. Standing with the feet parallel and bring your hands up and moving like that. So, don't bring your arms completely outside. Turn them inside, but over 90 degrees this one. So, simple idea. And now, when your partner is standing there, relaxing and giving me a target when I'm doing with the left arm lead up. Staying in your attitude, a left round blow. So giving a target on this side. And what I'm now doing is just to drop a little bit or bringing my hand backwards. Sometimes they also use that for bringing the full mass into straight blow, to bring your arm back on the hips. But for out blow, you need to do that. For straight one, you can punch with this or this. Or for a round one, you cannot create much energy punching from this around. You have to bring the fist back on your hip here, just back. You see my wide opening, okay? And in the boxing, make sure we're not doing this one, okay? So I have to cover myself and to irritate the pain. But for this exercise now, bring my fist back, and then I have to turn. Now you're allowed to turn your fist. Okay? Now, turn your fist. Bring it forward, the elbow up, and now you're also allowed to turn your feet in that. Because I want to do a punch like that. I want to bring my whole weight into the punch, and I can do on this side. This is important. If you're doing something like that, I know you're fencing, this is not working. Because I want to bring my body mass in the punch. And this punch should land. If it's not landing, or if you think you will have a great opening. So most of the ideas, like in sword punching, it should land. It should go into the place where it should. Okay? So bring it backwards, elbow up, and turn your hand to hit with these knuckles, maybe the upper 3 knuckles, and the surface here to hit. If you don't turn your hand and using like that, you will punch with the fingers and break them.
Wenn du sagst ab, Zeigefinger, oder? Zeigefinger ist ab oder kleine Finger ist ab, wenn du drehst?
No, this is just the forefinger.
Forefinger, okay.
That's not only.
Okay. Zeigefinger bis
Three knuckles, use as much knuckles.
Okay.
Use as much knuckles, you have to on one hand.
Okay.
Not only landing with one knuckle, it will break. Okay, you just use as much knuckles you can use for a punch. And remember, this is a round blow, so it's going from the outside. It's not stretch out a blow like that. Okay, this is not a round blow. Don't create a different angle. Just bringing my elbow up and punching from the outside to the inside. Okay, breathe out. Going a distance. Remember this falling step. Remember your shoulders, your hips falling into. Breathe out. Try that. Turn your fist, that your palm is moving outwards. Now, exercising guarding. So guarding is a little bit crazy for that days. So we have to swim a little bit. This is an exercise out of a manual from Marshall Stillman. If you're standing again like that, foot parallel, it's simple, bring your hands together, up and outwards. So remember this motion, up and outwards. Up, outwards. This is, I try to parry a left hand lead off. This is with both hands just like that. So bring it upwards, outwards. I think it's not too complicated, the most people can do swimming. So when he's doing a left hand lead off at the face, standing in your attitude, remember? The punch is coming in my face. For your partner, okay? Only try to hit him. The problem is, if you're ending like here, you don't need a very good guard. So I can only do something like that, okay? So make this slowly. Make this really slowly, then your partner has time to do that guard. So the intention is important. It's like in sword fighting. The intention is coming, and we hit in my face when I'm not doing anything. Okay? Now I'm afraid of his fist, so I have to move, and I have to bring up my fist. Remember, my arm, I will pair with the forearm or with my wrist on his wrist to punch him outside. Remember this moving, punching outside. Okay, maybe I can do a little bit step backwards with my right foot, so I can take a little bit this hard punch. Upwards, outside. But, again, remember, don't do something like that. So you're out of balance. Okay, try that. Left hand lead off, your partner staying. Attitude, relax, attack. Upwards, outside. Like this. And now I have the possibility of taking it, Janet, taking it again. Bam! I can do a counter on that. Try this scale, okay? Upwards, outwards, back. And the left arm is here to protect you, but he's doing a second blow just to protect you.